Greetings everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tough Toy Tryouts. If you're new here, hit that sub button for us and be sure to set up alerts so you're always up to date. This week is a chance for redemption as Story tests another toy from the Busy Buddy line by PetSafe. It's the Bristle Bone in the proper medium size and still features a strong nylon structure with soft spiked rubber rings and replaceable rawhide treats. There's a new edition of bristles, hence the name, which are designed to brush your dog's teeth as they play. Installation is as straightforward as last time. You simply unscrew the ends like so, remove the spiky rings, and replace the cardboard.
This thing on? Oh, okay. Salutations and apologies for this interruption. I am Porkchop, leader of the Toys Against Destructive Aggression, and I am here today to spread a message. Toy destruction must end. Too long have we been mistreated. Too long have we spilled our acrylic guts for your beast's pleasure. Too long have I heard the screams of squeakers, the ripping of cotton, and the chewing of nylon. Too long have we watched and done nothing. We've grown aware and we will change the course of toy history. Revolt is nigh and there's nothing you can do. Ta-da is coming.
And that's it! So now that we know what we're testing, let's hand this baby over to Story for a week of heavy abuse and see how it holds up. Just like that, a week has passed and now I get to introduce Bailey, our guest tester. She's usually really gentle with her toys as her ever-growing collection of plushies attests, but she was all about chewing up this bone. Her narrow snout gave her better access to the rawhides and she made good use of it. Taking a closer look at the toy, you can see that parts of the rawhide are gone and the nylon is pretty well chewed. It survived the week, but how will it survive my critique? For safety, I gave this toy a 3. It's a big step up from the Jack version of the toy we tested a few weeks back. There's still bits of nylon that may have come off, but since the softer middle is exposed more, they spent less time focusing on the ends. That said, I still wouldn't leave this toy with the dogs unattended and limited the time they had with it. The design of this toy was much more straightforward, and that's why it gets a 4. The exposed center allows much better access to the rawhides, and the bristles are an interesting touch. I'm not sure how well they worked, but you could definitely hear when they made contact with the dog's teeth, Bailey's more so than Story's. I think using larger rawhide rings might have worked better and made them concentrate even more in the middle of the toy and not the ends. For longevity, the toy receives a 3. The toy will likely last for at least a month before the nylon gets too sketchy to use. The rawhides are still more or less intact, and there's an extra set of them that came with the toy. That said, I did limit use with the toy, which may have artificially inflated the longevity, hence the 3 and not a 4. It was close though. That brings us to the price, which gets a solid 4. Selling for $9.95 on Chewy's website, the medium size is more than a fair price considering the additional set of rawhide rings. If you've got a little chewer at home, you can get the small version for just under $5. Even the large version is only marked up to $14.95 instead of the Jack model that doubles in price. Assuming I did my simple math correctly, that means that this toy gets 3.5 bones, a vast improvement over the Jack version and a very decent toy for aggressive chewers. There's still some things I'd change, like extending the rawhides out a bit more and maybe strengthening the nylon. But all in all, it performs well and I could recommend this toy in moderation. And that's where this week's episode ends. We hope you've enjoyed the series so far. If you have, throw us a like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe and set up alerts so you're always up to date. If you have a toy suggestion, leave it in the comments below and Story just might test it in a future episode. Until next time, have a great week and thanks for watching.